Wow, that's such an I've never seen this in a puzzle game. I did the thing. Dude, it's so satisfying to get it. Okay, here we are. We're playing Konkin Coast Pirate Solutions. This is an indie puzzle game that came out today as part of a suite of indie puzzle games called the Thinkathon. I don't know what it's about. I think it's a casual indie puzzle game that's vaguely pirate themed, that's got this minimalist aesthetic that's sort of about like logic and programming. Okay, so it's a cute little box. Okay, I really like the sort of vaguely diegetic UI. That's really cool. Oh, okay. That's cool that was like the only thing that kind of made sense to try to do, and it enabled us to learn the mechanics. So that's dope. Okay, so, all right, I figured it out. All right. Wow. There is something very satisfying about this. Wow. Well, that's such sweet exposition that we got for completing all of the puzzles. Yay. It's very satisfying. This is a very, very satisfying game. Hell yeah. There's something really pretty about that. I really enjoy that. All right. I mean, delayer certainly suggests... Hold on, am I thinking of this the right way? I am thinking of this the right way. Aw, easy clap. Chat, this game's easy. All right. Hell yeah. Okay. Wow. That's such an I've never seen this in a puzzle game. I don't think so. This is a really cool... Okay, so basically the dev has been like, here's this like... I was messing around trying to come up with levels. Here's like a really cool interaction that I discovered that I won't go to the trouble of like trying to get you to figure out how to make it happen yourself. Partially because he probably can't figure out a way to force it to need to happen in order to have the puzzle be solved. You know what I mean? Like with these symbols, there's probably a much easier way to solve it than this, but they wanted to share it anyway. That's quite cool. And that is really interesting, seeing like that interaction. Wow, that's so cool. I really like that. Wow, that was really cool. That was interesting. Wow, I thoroughly enjoyed that. That's very cool. I really like that. Man, you can tell it's just basically the... I mean, I guess you can interpret it as a flex, but it's also the dev just wanting to share just their little artificial joie de vivre. That's awesome. Okay, I do want to see what happens if you run into it immediately. Little Titanic situation. Okay, it's just, all right. Achievement unlocked near far wherever you are. That is funny. I like this guy. Who made this game? Turn right, and then you drop off the left, and then you pick up the left. And that turns you there. Yay! This game's great. Okay. Wow. It just really... I don't know if everyone will have as much... If the solutions just jump out that quickly to everybody, or if this game just happens to work really well with how my brain works. I don't know. I did the thing! Oh, dude, it's so satisfying to get it like as soon as you see the level and then have it play out the right way. Oh, this is really hitting an itch. Get it. For me, it's a bit simpler though. It's more about the joy and delight that the unexpected interactions create. That's just these guys are just the dev. Well, really, it's Swami and the other guy, which is true, I guess, in a way, right? Well, unless actually it was like 2 people or maybe even 3 people working on the game, which would be like super meta and cool. But yeah, because those are even as like a developer, right? There's like the developer side of like the game development, and then like the playing around with your own creation kind of like side of it. All of these mechanics, I always talk about like mechanical bloat when it comes to puzzle games, especially indie puzzle games, that suffer from where like puzzles just get really clunky as it's not complexity like in a good way, but all of the tools remain so simple in this game that you know, like the sort of complexity of the interactions feels like the growth of the complexity feels like a very natural ramp, while simultaneously not yet at least getting to the point where it's like really annoying to navigate. There's usually like a central idea to each level that you find, and that sort of like unlocks the solution, as opposed to levels in puzzle games that happen occasionally where you go over them and basically it's like a mishmash. It's like an it's a big bundle of tangled wires, and solving the puzzle is like having to individually disentangle all of the wires, which is more of like a menial arduous task that's like tedium, as opposed to sort of like, you know, like genuine ingenuity, which is really cool. Man, I like this game as much as the dev likes this game. I think it's cool. It's really cool because it's like contagious, right? Like love of a game is, if you love the game that you make, you're probably, you know, going to get reciprocal feelings from your players. Man, that kind of level is really cool, right? Because you load in the fact that you have an intuition for how the mechanics work. It's just, like you discover that you have now intuited how the mechanics work. You know what I mean? That's really cool. Yeah, this game's great. I really like this game. That was absolutely delightful. I am so pleased to have, on a whim, picked up the game, and it is fantastic. Everything about that was lovely. The aesthetic, the ambiance, the puzzle design was great. The mechanics were really good. It was intuitive. It was snappy. It was, even the puzzles that you solved quickly were very rewarding to solve, and I think that that's really special in puzzle game design. I said I don't like to think in my puzzle games. And, you know, that's obviously like a slightly facetious way of expressing the fact that I think that like raw computation and cogitation has its place in certain types of puzzles, like Sudoku type puzzles, but games that are more sort of like simple and abstract, like a lot of Sokoban type games and a lot of programming type games, I think really shine when the like topology of the solutions and the way that all the mechanics interweave just pops out to you at once. You like wait for it to come to you, as opposed to, you know, having to like sort of work out the math and like you disentangle like a big mass of like cables, which is just like tedium, right? And this game fucking hits that nail on the head, and I'm really impressed by that. Like, I didn't expect this form factor of a game to achieve that. Anyway, I'm just bothering on now, but thank you so much to Chapley Boy for this game. It's available on Steam now. It came out today, and I urge all of you to play it. That was absolutely fantastic. I have no affiliation. I wasn't sent a key or anything. I just saw it. I picked it up, and I enjoyed it. Wow, that was really fun. That was really fun. I fucking loved that. That was great. Wow.